with myself. And I get in my head and I get in my heart and I understand my behaviors and my belief systems and my parameters and what I need to do and how I need to sow and where I need to send my energy and how I need to execute in the day. They understand it's a superpower. But everybody doesn't need to know what you're doing. And this is why we have so many copycats and knockoffs and counterfeits and frauds, because you brought people along with you that were not in your inner circle along throughout your process while you were building it, instead of just revealing it after it was already done. Because this is the type of season I'm about to step into. You talked about me, you doubted me, you deserted me, you left me for dead. Watch me checkmate, and I'm gonna do it in silence. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna say a word until I win. Just show up and be finished.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Just drop a thumbs up or a 111, and then we can start our first morning session of the week. Alrighty. Great. Let's dive straight into it. I do have some price traps from yesterday. I'm going to go over that and show you what I'm looking for, because there are some interesting things going on in the charts. All right. So the very first one we had yesterday was ADNZD, beautiful breakout retest here. I followed up this beautiful, kind of uptrending market structure. So this was very nice to start the week with. Then we also had GA. Which is at my zone of interest at this moment. All right, I was very interested in seeing the market getting back to supply zones over here, and we are exactly at that point. All right, so right over here, I would be starting paying attention to the candlestick patterns, to what the market is exactly doing. We do have some imbalance above this, so this is like a low where the market could potentially go to before it starts to follow this beautiful downtrending structure. All right, like you can see, high, lower, low, lower high, lower low, and now we are searching that lower high again. Okay, so that's for GA. Then we have some other pairs that I'm very interested in, and the very first one is ADJPY. I want to get a proper retest on this one. If we can get there, yes or no. All right. Same thing for NZDJPY, but NZDJPY is already back into our zone. The very first confirmation, like you guys know, is the breakout of our support or resistance zone. And then the second one is our retest. So this one can get a blue flag on it. I would say wait for some good price action. We are at a very interesting point here with this 1 hour selling candle before the push or before the breakout. These are always very interesting candles. So let's see where we can get. All right, you can have so many different ways to look at the price traps, so many different ways to react on the price traps. Just use the way that you like the most. Okay, we have the 5-star confirmations. You can use flip levels, you can use divergence, you can use so many different things. So find yourself a thing that works, and keep on using that way of reacting. Okay, so then we have Canadian JPY, where I'm still waiting on a proper retest. I want to see the market getting deeper into our zone. Like you guys can see, and girls, of course, we have some imbalance here before this push, before this breakout. So I'm very interested in that zone to see the market retest this zone, and then just follow up this uptrending movement. Same exact thing for GJ, waiting for the retest. GCAT also waiting for that retest. Then we have Euro NZD that also broke out, and I'm waiting for that retest. I'm going to go over these pairs in a moment, so don't worry about it if I'm going a little fast here. Okay, so then we have UJ, last one, where I'm also waiting for that retest. So we have a lot of different pairs from yesterday where we are waiting for the retest, and of course the two ones, so like GA, I'm going to show you that one more time, and then NZD-JPY also looking for that buying idea. Okay, so like I said, this candle is very interesting to see the market react on. Like this, there we go. So find yourself a reaction point in this zone, and then take the market at least, this is mostly of the time my target zone, to the high of the breakout. Okay, pretty simple. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them into the chat box. I do have another one, NZD Canadian, which is still in between our zones. So like you can see, excuse me, like you can see here, we have a support and resistance zone where the market is stuck in between. So we simply want to wait till the market breaks out of that support or resistance zone and gives us a direction. All right. It is pretty beautiful to see how NZD Canadian is breaking and retesting all the way to the downside. Yesterday, a team member of mine noticed this on our session, and like you can see, every support zone, breakout, retest, again and again and again. All right, so that's the beauty of our price trap. That's why we love to use this strategy, because we simply follow what the market is showing us. Okay, we are not following what we think that the market has to do or what we feel that the market has to do. No, we simply follow what the market is showing us, and this is a very big difference than just reacting on your price traps that you think that the market would go down or up or that kind of stuff. Okay, so good. Today, we do have some news. We do have the CPI on Euro. We do have the Fed Chair Powell, the ECB President coming in. So yeah, between 11 and 4, you will see some spikes. You will see some reactions. I don't expect the biggest reactions. But yeah, just be aware of these red flag news that could cause some spiky markets, some wicks to the upside or downside. Okay, so always make sure to follow your risk management plan. So good. Let me check. Do we have something for today? Do we have some interesting price traps that I'm going to look at? Yes or no? That's the big question. At this moment for AUD Canadian, I'm going to leave it alone. I don't really like what I'm seeing here. If you have any price traps that you already made this morning, just let me know in the chat box. It's always nice and always fun to see what you guys are looking at, which price traps you're using, which structure you're looking at. All right. Always nice to see you guys growing and getting independent in these charts, because that's my main goal here. Good. Then we have ADNZD. This one is from yesterday. We have a beautiful idea on this one with different ways how you could react on it potentially. Let's put a retest on that resistance zone. We do have another high. So this is a beautiful confirmation of the market that we can keep on rising. If this is not the case, if we do not respect this breakout, of course, we still have our support zone for the market to go down. If the market wants to go down, that we can react on that market. All right. So this is the support zone. Let's go. There we go. We also have ADJPY, just to review again, to show you what I'm looking for. Beautiful price trap, waiting for that retest here. Of course, if you want to, you can also use this new high that the market has created. I know the market, or I know JPY pairs are very, very high in price. So to find yourself some information from the past is pretty hard here, all right? But like you can see, that resistance zone beautifully fits with a daily high 2 times, all right? So this is a good confirmation if you want to know if this is a good resistance zone to look at, yes or no, all right? So if you want to, you can already look at this resistance zone and wait for a breakout of this one also, okay? I wouldn't use this support because we still have some imbalance below, and we still have a very high possibility or probability that the market will retest that high and then continue the uptrending market, okay? I hope that makes sense. Alrighty, good. Let's move on. I don't think I will get there on that 1 hour time frame. if you see, like, for example, JPY is very high in price, so it's very hard to go into the past to find yourself some confirmations of the past. You can just easily go to the daily time frame and just watch the wicks and the candle closures of these candlesticks. All right, so like you can see the support zone beautifully on the candle closure over here. We also have a beautiful resistance reaction here with the wicks. So yeah, we get some confirmations from Euro JPY. It's a pretty small price trap, I know, but I do like the structure, what I'm seeing here. Okay. So let me use that resistance and support zone. There we go. Oh, needs to be support. There we go. That's another one. Alrighty. Euro Canadian, don't like it. Euro pounds, nothing interesting. Euro NZD, yeah. We did have that breakout yesterday. We already had like that fast retest, like you guys know. We have two types of retests in price trap. If you don't know this, I can give you an example. Yeah, right over here with Euro NZD. You see this price trap, high, low. Let me give you a quick view on it. So this is the high, this is the low. You see, market breaks out, gives us a fast retest, reacts, and then gives us that. Let me call this a trending retest. All right, we have the fast retest and the trending retest. What do I mean with trending retest? This is basically building up your higher low. All right, and these are the kind of lows you want to react on or you want to find in the market, because you know for the longer term and for following up the trends, we want to have these higher lows. All right, not these quick retests here. All right, so the chances that the market will come back and create that higher low, it's more a higher time frame low here, is very high. And that's why I keep Euro NZD like it is, to see if we can really follow up that trend that the market has created for the last couple of weeks already. Okay, this is the end of June. There we go. So Euro NZD, nothing interesting here. GU, also don't really like it. Spiked above with the news. GA, like I said, this blue zone is very interesting. Let's see what the market will do with that. But let me first check the pairs that I didn't trap yet. Yeah, we could take a look at NZD USD also with the breakout of the support zone. We do have an equal high here, which is a little dangerous to look at in this downtrending market. What do I mean with that? It's perfectly possible we will just spike above this and move in the direction of the trend. But at this point, of course, we are not at this at these highs, so we simply wait and see if we can get a proper retest of this breakout. I hope everyone is still with me. Like I said, don't hesitate to ask some questions. I'm always here to help you as good as possible. Still here, amazing. You can choose, all right. I do have different ways of reacting on the price traps. So the question in the chat box, I'm gonna repeat that. Just give me a moment here. Break resistance. There we go. We can give this an orange flag. Then we have USD Canadian. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't like it. And we have gold. All right, gold is looking pretty good. All right, good. So after a big retest, how do you know how deep the market will enter the zone, or do you enter the trade at the zone? So if we take a look, for example, here with GA, we have a breakout of our support zone, okay? I have a few different ways how you can react. The very first way is pretty simple. You want to see the market coming out of your zone. That's your very first confirmation. Then you want to get your retest back into your zone, or at least touching this blue zone. And then once you have these two confirmations, you can start looking at the price action or at the candlestick patterns. All right. What do I mean with that? Pretty simple. You want to look at the 1 hour, 30-minute, and 50-minute time frame if you're getting engulfing candles, dojis, rejections, and that kind of stuff. All right. After this massive engulfing candle in the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute, also engulfing, 50-minute, also engulfing. All right. But like you can see, after that 1 hour, we were already pretty low in price. So you got to ask yourself, am I reacting on a lower high, or am I reacting on lows? And in this example, you're more reacting on lows than you're reacting on lower high. Makes sense, right? So I would wait in this example, but in the years you will trade and the experience you will build, you will see these kind of things. At the beginning, you won't notice this, but the more you will be in the charts, the more you will train your eyes and the more you will see these things through. Okay. So if you see the market getting a little higher here, we again create some price action. All right, we have rejections, we have spinning tops, we have on 30-minute time frame engulfing candles, and also on the 15-minute time frame. Now this market didn't really respect it. The market just dropped a little bit. So if you went, for example, the 30-minute time frame, this was the engulfing candle you want to react on, right? Just an example. You're going to take the fib, draw your fib on the body of the candle, and your closest fib level, 38 or 62. These are the two that I used. You're gonna use that as an entry point, so that would be your stop loss of around 30 pips. Market didn't went for even 16 pips, 70 pips in profit, and then shoot it higher. All right. So is this a problem? Absolutely not, because as long as we keep respecting that structure, we can still look for some price action or candlestick patterns. All right. This is the 5-step confirmation I'm talking about. I'm not talking about another way of reacting. This is just the 5-step confirmation. And right over here, we are getting some price action again. 1 hour is rejecting beautifully from the zone that I showed you. All right. 30-minute time frame, engulfing candle. 50-minute time frame, you can call this, yeah, like the three black soldiers in my case, because I have black candles. You can have red soldiers. It depends on the colors you have, of course, on your charts. But this is also a candlestick pattern that shows us that there is a lot of bearish pressure. Okay, so right over here, you could beautifully react on this. Again, how? With your fib level on the body of the candle, closest fib would be your reaction point, and you put your stop loss above your high. All right, so it would be around 20 to 25 pips, and then you want to go for a 1-3 risk to reward, of course. So you can beautifully target these lows, this demand zone as your take profit. Okay, now I personally don't react anymore in that way. I personally focus more on fib levels, supply demand areas, and that kind of stuff. All right, the exact details about that strategy is within our community. So if you're interested in that, you should start sending me a private message for it. All right, because this is something completely new, and I'm teaching it to my community right now. So yeah. Good. So if you take a look at these fib levels, for example, let me just show you. You will see that if you match your fib levels with your supply and demand, you will see that a lot of times your supply and demand beautifully fits with these kind of levels. All right. So that's basically how I'm personally reacting on the price trap. So I hope this makes sense. How I can find my zones deeper into my price trap. Basically, if you're using a 5-step confirmation and we are taking a look at what was it, Euro NZD, you see that the market already went into that blue zone. So right over here, you can already start looking at your price action. Okay, you can already find yourself some good candlestick patterns. At this moment, it didn't happen. All right, market just took off without us. Maybe on this small retest, you have an engulfing candle on the 30-minute time frame. 50-minute time frame was rejecting, 1 hour time frame was showing you an engulfing candle. But like I said, this is more a fast retest. We want to wait till the market gives us the proper higher low of this uptrending structure. Okay, I hope that makes sense and helps you further. Good. So what pairs do we have for today? We have AUD/JPY waiting for the retest, AUD/NZD also waiting for a proper retest. Then we have Euro/JPY, Euro/NZD, like I showed you. We also have GA. This is already, in our zone. This is very interesting. If you're using 5-step, you should be running this. If you're using flip levels, you should be running this already. Then we have GCAT waiting for a proper retest. GJ, same thing, waiting for a proper retest. NZD Canadian in between the zones, so waiting for the breakout. Here for NZD/JPY, exactly the same thing. You can basically just wait for some price action. Here we have the 1 hour reacting pretty strong, 30-minute also showing a morning star and an engulfing candle, and also a 50-minute engulfing candle. So if you're using 5-step confirmation, you should be running this already. Okay, NZD/JPY, NZD/USD, excuse me, waiting for the retest. UJ waiting for the retest. Canadian/JPY, exactly the same thing, waiting for the retest. And then we have gold, where I'm simply waiting for a breakout. All right, we do have some interesting zones right over here, and we have some interesting zones right over here. I want to warn you though, because if we see, for example, gold going to the supply level here, or the demand level right over here, immediately with the breakout, this is a very dangerous one, all right? Because this could be a reaction where the market will follow up this downtrending market, all right? Or this could be the reaction where the market follows up the uptrending movement. So if I see a breakout on gold, I want to see a small breakout without taking any supply or demand, okay? Make sense? I hope that makes sense. Good, so that's for Forex. Let me now switch to the crypto charts, what Bitcoin and Ethereum is doing. Like you guys know, I like to give you guys a little overview of that. Makes sense? Amazing. So like you can see, Bitcoin is still in between our high and low, so we are still consolidating, okay? Very boring markets. This is not the kind of bull run we are used to, but in my opinion, we are not even in a bull run, all right? Or yeah, of course, we do have a new all-time high. I know the market is uptrending, but if I'm talking about a bull run, I'm talking about things like this, all right? I'm not talking about consolidation moves. I'm talking about really like these exponential waves that we can see like this, all right? All right, we did had like a kind of bull run here, a kind of exponential wave here, but in my opinion, this is just this. All right, the real move still needs to come, in my opinion. All right, but that's only my opinion. Now, how do I wait when that real move will be coming? Well, by simply analyzing my charts on a daily basis. Every single morning when I wake up, I know it's not a good habit to first take your smartphone, but that's what I'm doing. When I wake up, I take my smartphone, not to watch Instagram, not to watch Snapchat, or I don't know what you guys doing, Tinder, or I don't know. No, I open my trading view and I watch my Bitcoin chart. I don't know, this is like a habit for me since 6 years ago. And I can't get rid of it, but it's pretty good, a pretty good habit in my opinion. All right, so good. What are we seeing here? First of all, Bitcoin is respecting this low, like you can see. All right, we have some equal lows here that was taken out here before the market started breaking structure to the upside. At this moment, we are back at these lows, and we respected this pretty good on the weekly time frame. We rejected pretty hard. This doesn't mean that the market will go up. All right. I said it also to the community yesterday. We have a very interesting candle right over here. This is basically a supply zone on the lower time frame. Like you can see, we have that drop, base, drop. Okay, so the chances are very high that we will come to this zone. Basically, it's a zone like this. All right, and that we will react from this point on and start attacking these lows again. Okay, so I'm very interested right now. Do we break above this, or do we respect this? Okay, if we respect this, I'd rather see the market breaking these lows, getting back to the 53, 52 area, then keep on moving up. Because like you can see here, if you would just price rep wise, look at this chart. What happens? Break, retest. Low, break, retest. Low, break, retest. Again and again and again and again. So like you guys know, it works on every chart. Stocks, crypto, metals, you call it, you can use it, all right? You can use it, the price of strategy, because we are focused on market structure, like you guys know, and that's the basic principle of the market, okay? So by following this downtrending movement on the 4-hour time frame, that's why I'm still pretty bearish on this movement. As long as we respect these supply zones, as long as we keep creating lower lows and lower highs, I see the market going down, okay? Now, if we go 4-hour time frame and we see, for example, we get above this supply zone over here, then I will be looking at some upwards movements within this consolidation zone on the daily time frame. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But at this moment, what I'm seeing is the market is respecting supply, and the chances are high we will attack these lows. All right, this one over here. Okay, and this is basically a little bit the same on Ethereum. We are breaking, retesting. 4-hour time frame is a little bit more clear. Breakout, retest, and now market can potentially go back to demand levels right over here. All right. The only difference here with Ethereum is that we didn't attack any lows yet on the daily. With Bitcoin, we did. All right. Bitcoin, like you can see, this was a very important low, and we attacked it. All right. Good. And that will be it. I think I'm done. We have 13 price reps for today. I want to warn you, this is a lot. Okay, don't overtrade. Make sure you have a very clear trading plan that keeps you away from overtrading and these kind of things. Because on days like this, when we have so much price reps, it is possible that 4, 5, 6 price reps will be ready at the same time. All right. So don't be reacting on these 4, 5, 6 price reps at the same exact moment. All right. Because then your risk management won't make sense anymore. Because if you, for example, risk is 0.5 per trade, and you're reacting on 5, 6 trades at the same time, you're risking 2.5 to 3% of your account in only one day. And that's a little bit too much. All right. Like you guys know, as a trader, our main priority or our main job is to protect our accounts and to follow our plan. Okay, good. I'm going to leave it with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I hope you guys had some value. I will share the pairs into the channel. Of course, like I always do, I will upload the recording into my YouTube channel so you can watch this again. Because in my opinion, there are some golden nuggets in this this session. So yeah, you will see it on my YouTube, and we see each other back tomorrow morning, of course, at 8:30 a.m. We will review all the price reps we had from today. We will go over the Bitcoin chart like we always do, watch the news, talk a little bit mindset, just a morning session like always. All right, so thank you all for being here. I wish you the best, and we see each other back tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Brussels time. Ciao, ciao.